chapter Nature of Matter. Scientists organize matter based on its composition. At the highest level, matter falls into two categories: pure substances and impure substances. Pure substances include elements and compounds. Impure substances are mixtures. A pure substance is made of only one kind of particle. No matter where you get it from, it always has the same composition and properties. Three important features: one type of particle, either all identical atoms or identical molecules. Fixed composition. For example, water is always H2O. And there has to be two categories: elements and compounds. An element is a pure substance made of only one type of atom. It cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reaction. So examples here are oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen. A compound is a pure substance made of two or more different types of atoms chemically combined in a fixed ratio. Unlike mixtures, you cannot separate them physically. You need a chemical reaction. Just for example, we have water, two hydrogen atoms, and one oxygen atom. Then we have sodium chloride, NaCl, or table salt. And then we have carbon dioxide, CO2. So one carbon, two oxygens. When two or more substances are combined without a chemical reaction, we get a mixture. The compounds keep their own properties. There are two types: homogeneous mixtures, a uniform composition like salt water or air, and heterogeneous mixtures, not uniform, like sand and water, or trail mix. Matter exists in three common states: solid, liquid, and gas, and they can convert in between the state by adding or removing energy, usually heat. This is called the interconversion of states of matter, or phase change. When matter gains energy, it moves to a higher energy state. When it loses heat, it moves to a lower energy state. So if you have liquid and you give energy, if you have liquid and if you take out energy, it'll become solid, which is called freezing. If you have a solid and you put in energy, it'll become liquid, or melting. Evaporation or boiling is when you add energy to liquid, and condensation is where you remove energy to gas so it becomes a liquid. Sometimes matter skips the liquid state entirely. Sublimation, solid directly into gas, and deposition, gas directly into solid. Both of these are physical changes. Everything around you is made of atoms. Atoms have two main parts: nucleus and the electrons. Nucleus and electrons. The nucleus is the dense center of the atom. It contains protons, which are positively charged, and neutrons, which are neutral. The number of protons determines which element it is. For example, carbon has 6 protons, hydrogen has 1 proton. The elements are negatively charged particles. They move around in the nucleus in fixed parts called shells. K shell, the first shell, closer to the nucleus. L shell, the second shell, which is higher energy level. Electrons follow strict rules. Rule 1. The K shell holds a maximum of 2 electrons. Rule 2. L shell holds a maximum of 8 electrons. And rule 3. The inner shells fill first. So K fills before L and L fills before M. Every element has a unique atomic number represented by Z. Z equals the number of protons. For example, the Z of hydrogen is 1 and the Z of carbon is 6. The Z of iron is 26. There are also things called neutral atoms. They are where the protons equals to the number of electrons. So these are the first 10 elements. They are hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. As you can see, the K shell fills up with 2 electrons and then the L shell with 8 electrons. Now elements 11 to 20. Sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, and calcium. Here we see the introduction of the N shell. Important concept. The N shell can hold up to 18 electrons, but for potassium and calcium, electrons start filling the N shell before M reaches 18. Nature fills the shell in a way that the atom is most stable. This is called the Aufbau principle. So, there are 3 important rules when you want to write a chemical symbol. First letter is capital, second letter is lowercase. And the capitalization matters because if you have capital C O, small o, we'll have cobalt. But if you have capital C capital O, it means carbon monoxide. One small letter changes everything. Some symbols come from Latin names like Na sodium from naturum, K potassium from kalium, Au gold from aururum, Ag silver from argentinium, Cu copper from cuprum, Fe iron from ferrum. These must be memorized. Important compounds to remember. So we have water, which is H2O, sodium chloride, which is table salt, NaCl, and sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. These are very common in daily life. So let's have a summary. Matter is pure or impure. Pure substances are elements and compounds. Phase changes are physical changes. Atoms have nucleus and electrons. The K shell holds 2 electrons. L shell holds 8 electrons. Atomic number is equal to the number of protons. And understanding atoms and matter is the foundation of chemistry. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Hope you have a great day. Bye.